Hello, everyone. Larry McCain with McCain and Associates Realty at Remax here for your weekly update. How's everyone today? Coming to you today from the home office. You can see a lot of nice little things here, and of course, not the mess underneath. But as promised, wanted to bring some great value today, and I brought a guest today from that will talk about real estate and also loans. Kelly Freer from Evergreen Mortgage. Let me bring her on in here. Let's see. Okay. Hey, Kelly, how are you?
There we are. Hi, Larry.
All right, can you see me okay?
Yes, absolutely.
Awesome. Hey, I really want to thank you again for joining me today. It's been, for us, it's been a goal of ours to help as many people as we can. And there's a lot of people that have more questions than answers nowadays, and I get those questions all the time. And so I really want to thank you for taking some time out of your day to help bring some value to a lot of the folks out there.
Absolutely. Thank you for inviting me.
Oh, of course, of course. So I've got a couple of questions for you, three to be exact. But the number one question I want to ask you, it pertains to loan payments, mortgage payments for homeowners. The biggest question I've been receiving is, hey, I've been furloughed, I've been sidelined by the governor's stay-in orders, I can't go out and earn a living, my cash is tight. What's in it for me? What do I do in this current situation?
Well, I'm really glad because I'm really trying to get this information out to as many people as possible because it is confusing, it's complicated, and of course we want those resources. And I'm really glad that they were enacted so fast. So the CARES Act that the governor has signed, what it basically allows for is forbearance on mortgage loans for people that were impacted with the virus. So got any financial impact. So it can allow for up to 6 months forbearance. But people really need to get educated about it and contact their servicer and find out the details of that specific transaction, their specific loan, because the repayment, it is not forgiven. It is fully repayable. You are going to pay back up, if you go up to 6 months, you pay back the full 6 months. And what you don't know is how you have to do that. And you don't know that until you talk to your servicer. It can look something like, I've researched quite a few. So some, they ask you how much you can make. If you have a $2,000 payment, can you make $1,000? And then we'll tag the $6,000 on as a balloon payment in the end when you go back to work. Or some of them, you might be a full skip the payment for 6 months and they can tag it onto the end of the loan as a balloon payment or 6 more payments. So there's lots to it. I'm happy to help people that have individual questions and want to reach out to me because it is complicated, and just reaching out to the servicing and knowing what questions to ask and then what do you do with the information when they give it to you. I've been doing this a long time, so I understand it, but common person, it's not something you've ever dealt with probably. So
yeah, I
but
mean,
there's lots of options.
It's, you just mentioned a couple of things like servicer. Most people don't even know who their servicer
is. Oh, see, I wasn't even talking layman terms. Yeah, look at your mortgage statement and call the number on your mortgage statement.
Yeah, exactly. It can be very complicated. In fact, I've heard people even float the idea of, hey, I'm just not going to pay. They'll call me and we'll figure it out. And I don't think that's a good idea. What do you say about things like that?
Not at all, because we're not able to do foreclosures or evictions, even apartments right now, and for a certain time, up to 6 months. But if you just have no contact and you don't sign any kind of plan, I would venture to guess, I'm sure this will be the case, that at the end of that time, once this is all over and lifted, they could foreclose. So you want the agreement in advance.
Right.
Be proactive and call the person that's holding the servicing to your loan. So the mortgage statement.
Yeah, that makes sense. Perfect. Yeah. All right. So the next question I have for you that's, it's been coming in large numbers, centers around the interest rate. A lot of folks will call me, they'll message me, they'll text me, hey, Larry, the Fed dropped the interest rate to 0. So when is my interest, when are we going to see, near 0 interest rate on the market? Can you answer that question for us?
Absolutely. And I'm almost laughing because I get this question about 20 times a day and I respect it. I mean, you hear it in the news that rates are 0. And so we'll start with the positive. When the feds drop the Fed rate, you're going to see that directly in your home equity line of credit, maybe. You're going to see it in your credit cards, lowering the interest rate. So it is really good, and it does help the economy, or drives the economy a little bit in times like this. But while it is the Fed rate dropped, we are not directly tied. We are indirectly, but we are not directly tied to the Fed rate. Mortgage loans and interest rates are set by mortgage-backed securities. And so it's the relationship. We usually can forecast if that's going to go up or down depending on what the Feds are doing. And like I said, it's an indicator of different things. This is a unique time because of the crisis. So while the market dropping and everything that's happened, that does typically lower our interest rates. But our rates are all tied to, as I said, mortgage-backed securities, and it's a supply and demand issue. And so right now, with furloughs happening, people maybe not making their payments, maybe their first payment on a home, then there's how much demand is out there for the investors, and then those servicers we talked about.
Right.
Because those servicers have to keep making those payments, even if they're not getting payments from the borrowers. They have to keep paying the investors. So people are just not jumping into the mortgage-backed securities right now. And with the government infusing the market with treasuries for the basically bailout, that's pulling away from mortgage-backed securities a little. And so the government's trying to infuse that and lower, make things calm down a little. But I think we're going to see a little bit of craziness until the economy gets back to normal a little and everybody gets back to work. And then we do expect them to go down, but rates are still really, really good.
They're
I mean,
really good.
it's crazy good.
Yeah.
So
yeah, you said there was something in the threes. I recall earlier conversation.
Yeah, we are definitely seeing rates still in the threes for your traditional conventional mortgage. When you get in those higher balance loans or jumbo, like I said, supply and demand's even less for those. So we're seeing rates a little higher in those areas. But all in all, your rates are still really good. So
that's awesome to hear.
Loans.
Awesome to hear. Speaking of that, the last question I have for you it centers around rates. And for buyers, there are still a lot of activity out there in the market. We actually just picked up another listing here, and our listings are also being sought after, and so there's activity there. But I'm hearing from other folks saying, hey, with everything going on, is there funding available for us buyers who really want to take advantage of the market right now?
Yeah, and it is like everything else. It is a little crazy. We are considered, I'm obviously working from home. This is my real backdrop. But we are business as usual. We are fully functional and can do everything electronically, right up to the end where we sign a couple documents notary, but we're almost a complete e-signing. In some states we are, but California, we still have to notarize in person a couple documents. But we're still business as usual. And we are an essential business, as you know. So people sometimes have to buy or sell the home or already had plans and were in the works. And so financing is still 100% there. And like I said, we are business as usual here. A little extra in the end with verifying income and employment. We do a little extra step in the end just in case something has occurred in the process. But even that, we have steps to get us out of that. So yeah, we're just absolutely financing a lot of refis right now, I think, because people are home, their hearing rates are low, and they're home and they have time. Yeah. They finally have time to get me all that paperwork or anything we need, and to research and ask the questions and such. So, but purchases, definitely great.
So what you're saying, it's actually a really good time to reach out, connect with a professional like yourself and
absolutely
answer. So let me ask you, if someone wants to get a hold of you, what's the best way to get a hold of you?
Well, absolutely. My cell phone is the best. I am available all the time. I think more hours than usual now because you just walk downstairs and you're in your office. But my cell phone, 916-813-3946.
Perfect.
And then if you want more information about me, I like people to be able to see my bio and my licensing and everything and know who they're dealing with. At kellyfreer.com takes you directly to my Evergreen Home Loans link. So.
Perfect. For those who may have forgotten when I initially introduced Kelly, she's with Evergreen Home Loans here in Elk Grove, 916-813-3946. There will be a link inside this post here on Facebook. She's got some great information for you to review as well, so feel free to reach out to her. If you have any questions,
absolutely.
Kelly, last things you want to close with?
No, this is great. I really appreciate you doing this. I think a lot of people have these very same questions. So thanks for letting me join in.
Awesome. Well, thank you for participating. You have a great day now, okay?
You too. Thanks
awesome.
so much.
Take care. All right, everyone. Again, thank you again for tuning in for your weekly update. Next week, we'll have some other guests here. continue to send me your emails, your text messages. Give me a call. Let me know what you're looking at getting some insight on. We'll definitely provide you with some useful information. I hope you all are well and healthy. And if you need to get a hold of us, feel free to continue to message us. We'll talk to you soon. Take care.